The fox and scythe is quite an interesting pair. The fox is normally challenging. It points to deception, and the scythe can also be challenging, although it is generally neutral. When we see them together, it certainly points to a trap being played out and maybe falling for a scam. And the scythe really highlights the risk and the danger associated with this. But at the same time, the scythe can be a card of breakthroughs and being able to cut through things. So it's great for when we're stuck. It's great for seeing through something. And when we have it with the fox, we could be in a position here to break through a situation and certainly see through it. So this is going to call for even more context. Now suppose we have the moon. The fox and moon can point to an offer, but with the scythe, I would say turning it down. It can mean that it shows up suddenly, but the fox, because of that challenging aspect that is associated with it, that idea of deception, it could be a bad offer, and it's a good idea to turn it down. The order of the cards doesn't necessarily matter. Earlier, it can mean that the offer comes suddenly, and later it can mean that we turn down the offer. This is possible. This kind of slight difference is possible. Now suppose we have the rider. The rider can also suggest an offer because it is a card of news, and the rider often represents someone helpful who comes to help us out. And with the scythe, it could come up suddenly, and it can also mean that we move on and we get past the challenges of the fox. So the order here might matter as well. Maybe with the rider earlier, we could be running into this issue, but when we have the rider later, it can mean that we get past it. The scythe is also a good card for changes, and so with the rider, it can point to a change of direction. This supports the idea of turning something down or breaking past the issues brought by the fox. This too is possible. Now suppose we have the key. The key is a very bright card, and it's a card of problem solving, of intelligence, and it certainly brings out this element of breaking through and coming out with great ideas when we see it with the scythe. There is that idea of being sharp and brilliant and being so clear about what we're seeing. And with the fox, it certainly points to the idea that we're able to get past the challenges, that we see what this fox is about, and we're able to get past it. It can also point to a clever strategy. With the key and fox, we have a clever strategy. Maybe the scythe can point to changes and finding solutions, or it can again point to breakthroughs. So the key generally brings out a very positive outcome here with an element of brilliance and breaking through.